So about the testimonials, who write the testimonials?
The student will give us, sometimes it's a student will provide a profile. Other times it is Audrey who does a lot of our content, Chisholm, will interview them, and she'll write it out, and what we'll do is we tend to edit it and then let them see a final copy.
And this is visible, of course, on the website. Do you share it on social media?
Sometimes we do, depending on the profile, but we may use them with the students' permission, we may use them for a Facebook ad, we've used them in LinkedIn, paid for ads, maybe give an example of somebody who's working or somebody who's studying some particular programme in an aspect, and then put a link in it with their scholarships still available for this programme. So we've used it in that way.
Do you engage with non-students, the prospective students?
Incoming ones, got a lot.
What sort of engagement?
Well, that's what the whole team do there. I mean, we call it the conversion. So what they would do is that once they've got somebody who's applied, you encourage them. The first step would be encourage people to apply formally and complete the application process, and then they'll go out with their offer and condition. And the team through here basically they just keep in touch with that student, and it's not in a pushy sales way. But what they'll do is they'll encourage them if they can access Facebook. They'll give out sort of newsletters and they'll feed in maybe things. Well, this is happening on the NIC marketing just now. They're doing marketing works. They give them a bit of insight into what's happening in the programme of choice, what's happening at Strathclyde. So they'll encourage them to join Instagram and Facebook accounts. They'll be invited to virtual recruitment events that they can attend to find out more about the programme. So anything, their job is really to keep, it's almost like a sales process, it's keeping the prospect warm towards us. Again, most international students will be applying to more than one university. So it's almost getting the balance right of not being over the top. So what we do is they hold the hand of the applicant, go through the process and advise on visa and accommodation and things like that and financial aid. So it's really just a relationship building. So that's the most important part of doing this. And to be honest, there's a kind of, you talk about best practice in these kind of areas, and I don't think it's anything to do with the formalised newsletters and things like that, because I don't think people read them, and you could spend a lot of time and effort putting out lovely shiny things to them, but nobody again reads it. I think at the end of the day, if you quickly respond to any questions they have, you're allaying their fears about visas, about living in the country, about how much accommodation is. It's all these aspects of put yourself into what they're worried about. That's important factor.
Definitely.
In terms of the campaign. And having your team well informed about what's going on and up to speed in all the current things. So we need to make sure they know everything that's going on.
So I was about to ask you about the campaigns and events you're running. So what kind of campaigns you run?
Well, we would run even just in terms of engagement campaigns.
You told me something about recruitment events.
Well, we do a huge amount of recruitment events. So there would be we do a virtual recruitment event, which is an online platform. So that involves all departments would get involved there, and it's just chat rooms in each department, and then we would invite that all current applicants in the system who've got an offer, all prospective ones who have maybe not completed their admissions, and inquirers who may have from events who have been at. So there's you probably know a series of worldwide organisers do different recruitment events. There's MBA tours and QS. So we every year there's business school specific ones, and then the wider university does a whole lot of almost like out there selling field sales work that we would go to. So there's a lot of that. And what increasingly the university tries to do is hold alumni hold events. There's one coming up in Singapore, and there's one we had in China where we'd have maybe a couple of events, and we would invite prospectives, maybe run with an agent, but we would invite prospective students who've applied, and also invite local based alumni to come along, so they get to meet each other.
Okay.
So they do a face-to-face like networking event with maybe, I don't know, drinks, or one of academic being a guest speaker.
Yeah.
But so you're getting a mixture of people who've actually done the programme and are positive towards it with prospective students, which works quite well. So I think that's a better way to leverage your alumni too, because the alumni are getting something back, they're getting invited to guest speaker events.
Yeah.
There's no pressure on them to be standing up there saying, I did the MSc in finance and I loved it. They don't need to do that.
Yeah.
So we're inviting them to the event, and it so happens they're also invite prospective students on.
Yeah.
So there's always a risk factor that somebody could be negative about the programme, but on the whole, you kind of think, well, if somebody's going to come along,
there's something. Everything is having a pros and cons, but
but if
the good things should be more.
If somebody wants to come along to an event, and we were saying, we've invited prospective students to the university to attend, as well as these alumni, or all our alumni, and there's a guest speaker, then you could easily just come along and choose to listen to the event and go. But most people would probably chat to other people, go, I went to Strathclyde, so there is that. Yeah. So I guess it's a way.
They are really helpful. Some of the former Strathclyde students, I've met them in terms of the interviews.
I think it is helpful to do that.
Yeah.
I think it is, because you can ask questions that maybe you wouldn't get to ask normally.
Yeah.
Again, the difficulty with doing this thing is, these things, there are institutions who incentivise that, and then if you're incentivising it, you're not really getting
the benefit from it.
Objective answer.
If I'm not interested, so I'm not going to attend.
But if you've been paid,
I'll go and attend and pretend.
But pretend. It's brilliant. Thank you. And also, it's that balance of goodwill and.
I know.
It's a difficult one.
I know. So on the recruitment events, do you encourage students to tell other prospective students?
Yes.
To come along?
We don't do, if you ever go to these, paid for recruitment events around the world, not our own specific ones, but if you go to the QS is a good example, because they hold formal events all over the world. So if you go to one in, say, Dubai, and you were sort of selling the programme, American schools sometimes don't have any staff there. It's completely run by alumni. They don't have any of it. So if you go to, because we sometimes, when Harvard are there, and there are no members of Harvard staff, it's all Harvard alumni. That's a completely insight into the culture there. The Harvard alumni have paid a fortune to do the programme. Maybe they've had some funding, but there's a real thing of you're part of that network, and it's part of your responsibility to that network to protect it and help recruit to it, but protect and make sure you get the best candidates by telling them, by looking out for who you think would, almost like being talent scouts for the thing. But it's so powerful and it
definitely
works. But that is such a step change from how UK institutions do it. It's such a step change. So in terms of incentivised either, I don't know if they are. Could be some might, I don't know.
Somehow, but it would not be that much. I'm quite sure that
they might pay for them to go to the event. Cover
pay the expenses. So for the campaigns, what type of campaigns do you?
Ones we would use student testimonials in would be things like LinkedIn, more Facebook type campaigns. If we were using testimonials and things like that. The campaigns we would tend to run would be more straightforward recruitment marketing campaigns with links to scholarships and ft.com and bbc.com. So we tend to be, the more content driven ones tend to be through websites that are like comparison sites, like postgraduates.com, or there's a whole series of websites you can go to compare master's programmes from universities all over the world. And those are the ones we would tend to run a campaign with a student testimonial.
And do you encourage students to reshare your posts, or
if they can?
Yes. No, I mean, do you tell them?
No, no, I don't tell them. That's a good point.
You're expecting. And you don't run competitions on websites, on social media? No.
And what kind of competitions do you mean?
the best photo on Strat
Oh,
campus.
we have done, yes, we have.
Yeah,
We have done that in the past. We've done best photo